What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe. You got the Superstar Nation in the building. How's it going, guys? Oh, somebody got me. Somebody got me with a left hook. Whoever's got that left hook, really, really powerful. I mean, you don't want to use that all the time. Like, I thought we were friends. I thought that we were trying to share the juju, spread the juju, but I guess maybe not for you in particular. But guys, if you are new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification. You know, whenever we post, whatever time, whoever's posting, you're going to find out. If you got that bell notification, you might even have a chance to be first in the comments under the video. So if you are, please always try and write the first there. We might do some competitions for that at some point. You're just not going to know when. Also, Superstar VIP $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. Get star next to your name. Get access to our drop spreadsheets, price prediction spreadsheets, first dibs on merch. Star in the universe. Shout out to Superstar Granddaddy Crypto for getting his second star in the universe yesterday on the live stream. I did the wheel, and congratulations. You are now the first ever owner of 2 stars in the universe. We got to figure out what you want to name it. Already DM'd you on Twitter, so cannot wait to see what you decide. Speaking of Twitter, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. There are our handles. Discord link in the description. Lots of superstars in there. Chatting about VV, chatting about NFTs, chatting about all the fun stuff. So go check that out if you're like-minded and you want to do that. And also PO Box if you want to send us something. Become a Superstar Hall of Famer. These are all the VIPs. You guys are the best. You're by color code until I update it again. But thank you very much for the continued support. It keeps us going. It keeps us going daily. All right. It keeps us going every single day. VV News. Not a lot, but we did get a Medium article for the Hulk Hogan and Harry Potter drop. Tales of Suspense, number 45. And this is FA Pepper Potts and Happy Hogan. So if you want to know how much there is, here is the Medium article. Again, you can look at the covers a little bit nicer here, and 5,000 editions. So this is our second 5,000 edition book. I believe there's a Spotlight or Werewolf by Night. One of those is 5,000. And then we obviously have 1,000 for ASM 252. So this is tied for second for the most scarce book on the app. That other one that is a 5,000 edition does not go for a lot of gems. In the secondary, I had a bunch of them, and I thought it was a good play. But sometimes scarcity is not the only thing that matters. And I'm not sure it will matter here either. I feel like there already is probably, if you're saying 10,000 is a standard drop, there probably is half or less of the interest in this one. So, I mean, we might not even see a sellout. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe we will, because you can hit multiples on the drop. Oh, max purchase is 1. So from the store, you need more than 5,000 people hitting the buy now. I don't know if that will happen. And I always wonder, does that get lifted? Like, if they don't sell out, will they lift it at some point and just not tell anybody? That's something that I always wanted to know. But anyway, 5,000 editions, pretty cool. I like to see the numbers dropping like that for the mid sizes. I think that's the best way to kind of save the secondary market and help the sentiment, I guess, in the secondary. If you did not join, there is a link for the live stream from yesterday, about an hour long, and it was fun time hanging with the fam, just chatting about whatever came up at the time. Puddin' Cheeks was in there, Omi Daily Burn, all the superstars. Just a bunch of YouTubers. Like, it's always a fun time when I go live. I always miss it when I don't, but I mean, it was overdue, and we're really happy that we did it. Also, still have to get back to those collectible rankings, and we will be doing that hashtag soon with Omi Daily Burn over on his channel. It's Sunday. You know what that means. Double Quill put out another blog. This is basically the setup. This is like when you're playing volleyball, you get the little, like, nice little one like that for the person to smash it. She's setting up for next week. She told us, she was in the live stream dropping alpha, that she bought her grail, and she's going to have a whole blog on it. Not this week, I think next week or the one after that. So definitely stay tuned for that. Make sure you're following the Medium for Double Quill. She keeps it going. She's doing this is number 5 of her blogs. The other 4, fantastic. This one I just read today. I love it as well. It's just all good stuff. So I love it. And always a new picture there in the as the header there. Speaking of creativity, we had VV Vault following in the footsteps of the superstars and creating a VV parody song. It's amazing. He did 8 Mile by Eminem, and it's actually incredible. The words, everything matches. He did it like that's a hard song to sing. Eminem goes off. He's really, really quick at it. So go check that out and give the boy a like, because I love seeing it. I love seeing that type of creativity. It doesn't matter what it is, who it is. Just love seeing the community have something to rally around. Look at the VV500 that we had, right? Like that was something that was community driven and just a fun thing, a little fun thing to keep it going, especially when there's like the boring times. Like right now, not much happening. We're supposed to be getting drops every day. Now we're not getting drops at all. I don't know what the heck is going on over at Veve and all this miscommunication. But yeah, I love when I see stuff like that. So yeah, if you guys are creative or not, even if you're not creative, I mean, that's why I love the poems, right? The poems are just something that comes from you guys. It fills the voids when there is nothing to talk about. And it just helps us grow our relationships with each other. So keep it coming. All the creativity you guys can figure out. I love it. I love watching you guys do all that stuff. So yeah, so that is our Twitter. So the first thing, that's it. Like it's really, really short. We're getting into it right away here. Hashtag timestamp gang. But the first thing I want to talk about is the VeVeVerse and the timelines. All right. So obviously all of 2022 and even in 2021, we had this page on Veve's official website, and they didn't take it down like basically the entire year because they said coming 2022. And when we were asking Reese about it, he said, yeah, it's coming in 2022. We asked them at the AMA, and they did release information on it, but we did not get the VeVeVerse in 2022. So I think that's a very, very big point. Like you cannot be saying you're getting something and then you keep reaffirming that it's coming when the only thing that came was a demo that nobody could use. Like that's not coming. It's not here yet. It's not a video of something that could happen, might not even be exactly what you get, is not what the VeVeVerse is. So it was not coming 2022. This should have been scratched once you knew it wasn't coming. Just like MCP should have never said 2 weeks, and now we're here in March and still no MCP. But I digress. I mean, Mitch is supposed to have a handle on things now, so we'll see. But I don't know if you know the Veve fam. Patience will grow thin. Doesn't matter who it is, and I think they've given a second chance now that we got Mitch on the saddle here, and they want to give him a chance to figure it out. But I mean, even he will not be safe if this continues. This trend continues, and this is a very, like, the fact that you can find this on Google shows that it's been there, and people want to remember that it's coming 2022, and it did not. It did not. So that's something we have to continue to talk about because we got more timelines. This was at DCon. In 2022, the only VeVeVerse related thing we got was the demo, which was at DCon in November. And this is a slide from that demo. They did the whole thing explaining the VeVeVerse, what's going to be possible, all that. And here's your rollout, which I think this slide should have never made the show. Should have never made it. Should have said 2023. These are our goals, but does not mean that they will be completed. Save yourself the headache because you're giving yourself 3-month windows here. And some of these items are really, really huge in my opinion. I mean, we can figure out a search bar for 1.5 years, and you're telling me that there's going to be some of these other things here. So Veve home space and accessories, this could happen. Like we got a couple of weeks. Could they release a new showroom with accessories like shelves and stuff like that? Like we see shelves and pedestals on McFarlane, and they came out with that pretty quickly. Also, we know that Veve is using Cavernous for their Metaverse. We're going to get an idea of how well Cavernous's timelines are compared to what they've provided. So maybe these are provided by Cavernous, or maybe Cavernous didn't even know this was going to be said, and then they're maybe like in the background, like shaking their head. We don't know what was exactly said or who said this or who gave these timelines. We just know that they were in Veve's presentation. So phase 1, Q1, which is ending in 3 weeks, home space and accessories. So if we can get a new showroom and accessories, does that mean that home space will be shareable, linkable with friends so that they can come check it out? Don't know, but you would think that's the whole point of a VeVeVerse, where you can interact with each other's spaces. I think it should be interactable with the rest of the users on the platform, or whoever you decide to share it with, just because that's what makes it a metaverse. And Q1, we're supposed to have it Q1. All right. So Q2, worlds, Veve City IP branded worlds. This is not happening. I'm telling you right now, this is not happening before the middle of the year. We're already almost 3 months through. Another 3 months, you're telling me we're going to get IP branded worlds. We're going to get like Jurassic World. We're going to get all the. There's no way. There's absolutely no shot. No way. I'll eat my hat. I will eat my hat if we have IP branded worlds, and it better not be like, oh, here's a showroom and this is the stuff from that IP in it. I mean, like this has big goals. Like people are expecting big things. That's why I do not think that's happening. Phase 3, customizable avatars. I don't even know what that means. Does that mean the guy I'm walking around with, I can change how he looks? Like, why can't I do that from the beginning? If I have a home space and I got someone who will walk around in it, why is it so hard to let me change that character's outfit or whatever? Like, I just feel like that's like typical game stuff. Like, you can do that on GTA. Like from 2015, I could do that. Why is this such a difficult task? If it's that type of thing, does this mean that the avatar is related to NFTs? Like you actually own the avatar? Like what is the holdup on customizable avatars? I don't get it. And phase 4, another one that's not happening this year, gamification. I will not give them the benefit of the doubt until we start to see things happening. Maybe my opinion will change in 3-4 months. But as of now, no MCP, no OUP update at all. It's just whatever. We haven't even got that article that we're supposed to get every 10 days. It's just the Discord AMA, like more talks of nothing. I need to see stuff before I can believe this stuff. And I just don't want to see you guys keep putting out these types of timelines. Like, I just don't want to see it because then I know what it leads to. Like, look at this. This is on Google. This is on Google. People screenshot this, put this on Google because they want to remember. They want to remember the timelines. Why give them these timelines? 2023, we're going to work on home space accessories, worlds, customizable avatars, and gamification. If you hit half of them, you look amazing. If you don't hit any, you look dumb. But if you hit them all, you finally deliver. But it's not going to happen. Just the way things go. The fam has been trained, though, to understand that this will not happen. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, the home space, 3 weeks, maybe. And maybe they just give you a new showroom and they pretend like that's the VeVeVerse and you can't share with nobody. But I feel like that's the whole point. Like, is there really a VeVeVerse if you can't be sharing it with your friends? So this is moving on with my point. So Cavernous, these are the guys doing the VeVeVerse. Maybe they are very, very structured. Maybe they are on time and maybe they hit every single milestone and we look like, wow, like that, right? And I hope they do. I really hope that they do because I cannot wait to stream in the VeVeVerse and start to do all kinds of cool, fun games and stuff like that for you guys. And maybe just do like VeVeVerse streams and interaction and all that kind of wild stuff. So really excited for that to come out. But when? Don't know. Hashtag soon, probably not. Now, the reason I bring up Cavernous is because Veve is not their only client. They have a bunch of clients that they work with, working on their metaverses. I think they have them at the bottom here. So all these big time. You got Meta here. You guys have seen this. Veve's right here. They didn't update the logo yet, so I don't know. But a bunch of other great projects. And then obviously we have Unreal Engine and we have Unity and NVIDIA and Amazon helping to build this thing. So I said, you know what? There's got to be another project that they've worked on. Let's see if they've actually delivered anything yet. And I've been searching. I cannot find anything that is released or out there yet. To me, a little bit of a red flag because there's got to be smaller projects that want to use this type of stuff that maybe it's a little bit of a sample, something a little bit easier for them to get done. Veve's obviously probably one of their bigger clients because they got all the big IP. They have to satisfy. They have to make sure that everything is right. There's probably a lot of red tape. So I'm like, maybe they have a small client that they're working with, that something they can produce. Then I found this. So Cavernous is working with, who was it here? The World Woman Foundation. So speaking of timing, we got Women History Month right now. World Woman Foundation and Cavernous, in collaboration with 10-year-old artist Ayati, introduced Queendom Metaverse, the first woman-made world in Davos on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum. So they're working with the World Woman Foundation to create this other metaverse only for women and to empower women and all that. Great message. It's got a bunch of headlines. There's a bunch of articles about it, talking about how they're doing a metaverse for this great cause and whatnot. But obviously, not branded IP, none of that stuff. Probably way less red tape to go through, right? So, but they do have a bunch of articles about it and publicity and press. So to me, this means that this is probably further along than the Veve stuff. So I'm like, all right. First of all, let's take a look at the video here. It's a little bit of a video. Kind of looks like what we saw at our Metaverse demo. Obviously, a little bit of a different area, different home space, if you will. But I'm assuming that this is maybe the thing that we will get in the first iteration. And I'm hoping that this is part of it where people could come and hang out in your home space. I don't know. We'll see. We will see what happens. But at the same time, like this is the queendom metaverse. So I said, you know what? All right, maybe they can just use something like this and call it Veve and then give it to us. And maybe there's just like a function where you place stuff down and you can place stuff around your place. And it looks like they're well on their way to get into that point with what I see here, at least. Like they've shown that it's possible. Or have they? I'm not sure yet, because I tried to find the actual metaverse or like ways to get into it, or if it actually exists yet. And when I go to the website that says like click here and you bring it to the metaverse, I get this. So the website doesn't work yet. I'm assuming that the metaverse is not yet completed, but I will be tracking this one because I feel like this is going to be done before Veve's, just because they got less stuff to go through. Like I said, less red tape, less overhead, maybe. I don't know. So I want to know what you guys think. Like, do you think that this VeVeVerse is going to be here on time? Like, are we going to have a VeVeVerse with these deadlines that were promised to us at DCon? If not, what do you think realistic timelines are? I do think the home space, because of what I see there, could come sooner than later. I don't know if there's a lot of people who have to sign off on it to allow it. I'm wondering if they're waiting, like, okay, maybe they have like all the artists signed off. Maybe Disney's like, all right, like maybe they're waiting for like Disney, Marvel, these guys to sign before they actually release it, so that everything can be included and they don't have to do like this gating thing where you can only bring in certain things. So I'm assuming that maybe there's like an approvals process, but also the fact that there's been nothing said about it, like that also kind of makes me nervous. They did say, get excited for March. We are in March. So I'm hoping that they stick to this timeline and we see the home space and accessories, and I'm hoping that it allows you to get your friends in. This first one, I think, is maybe the most attainable of them all. Phase 2, the cities, I don't see it happening just because I think like that is IP based. Maybe it happens with like smaller IP. Maybe they can have like a Jermaine Rogers city or a Ron English city, and then they can kind of pass that off as IP branded worlds. But I mean, I'm not 100% sold on Q2 for the rest of these IP branded worlds. But if it happens, like huge bonus. And I think VeVeVerse takes over. If VeVeVerse drops in Q1, I think VeVeVerse distracts from MCP, distracts from OUP. People have something to do. They're not bored anymore. And they're a little bit more forgiving if we actually hit these timelines. So I hope that they hit them. Customizable avatars, give them to me Q1. Why can't I have it change my guy's hat? Doesn't make any sense to me. And gamification is not going to happen. I mean, if it happens, maybe we'll be playing like chess. You go, you walk to a place, you click the button, and like a chessboard pops up on your screen or something. You play like 2D chess. Maybe that type of thing is attainable for now. So maybe it will happen. But I don't know. I'm a little bit less optimistic when it comes to a couple of these items. More optimistic when it comes to Q1 stuff. But I don't know. I still don't. There's been no chatter at all except for that one tweet where it's like, get excited. What do you guys think? Are we getting VeVeVerse? What's happening? Are we going to be disappointed again? When MCP? When OUP? I need to know. I need to know the answers to these questions. Right now, it's a little bit boring. It's a little bit boring on the app. It's a little bit boring in the space, but the anticipation is how they get you. Like there's always something to anticipate on this app, and I think that's one of the things that keeps whoever's still here around. But how much anticipation? How far does anticipation go? I think with different people, it goes different lengths, and I think that's why we're seeing a kind of condensing of the user base, because some people just can't handle it anymore. But I mean, you bring stuff, you build it, they will come. I believe in that sincerely. So hopefully we get some VeVeVerse stuff going end of the month. If not, we'll make a video about it. Guys, we'll see you in the next one. If you haven't already, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, whenever we post, and also become a VIP, $2.99 a month, join button under the video, access to all the perks, merch, star in the universe. And guys, we'll see you in the next one. I love you. Bye.